Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you all are good. My name is Nitish, and I am a consultant trainer at some kind of consultancy service from the last 5 years. Okay, so let us talk about the Sumkana first. So Sumkana is an IT firm which provides you the consulting, analytic, training to the student and professional from the last 8 years. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about the how to create the user-defined format in SAS. So anyone who know about the SAS, anyone who know about the SAS, what is SAS? If you know the SAS, then you will easily able to understand how to create the user-defined format. Anyone, not a problem. You can unmute yourself, or you can write it in the chat box also. Anyone who know about the SAS? Oh, yes, sir. Sorry, I didn't get it.
Yes, it is a statistical analysis system.
Okay, yeah. So SAS uses statistical analysis system. This is a software suite, right? That is widely used for statistical data analysis and visualization, right? It allows you to use the qualitative technique and process which help you to enhance the employee productivity and business profit. So SAS is also used for advanced analytics, like you can say the business intelligence, crime investigation, predictive analysis. In SAS, right, data is extracted and categorized, which help you to identify and analyze the data pattern. Okay, so it is a software which allow you to perform the advanced analysis, okay, business intelligence, predictive analysis, data management to prepare effectively in the competitive and changing the business condition. Okay, so SAS is a platform, right? Independent platform independence, right? Means you can run the SAS on any operating system, either the Linux or Windows. Okay. So how to create the user-defined format? So when we will learn the SAS, right? So we have the system-defined format. Okay, system-defined format, and so system-defined format, and we have the user-defined format. Okay, that is the format which is created by the user. Okay. So what is the, if we already have the system defined format, then what is the necessity, what is the requirement of this user defined format? So as you know, the SAS is used in the clinical industry, right? So whenever you will deal with the clinical data, right? So at that time, you need to create your own format. You need to create your own format. At that time, it's okay. We have the system-defined format. You can you can format your data. You can format your data value. But whenever you will get the clinical data, okay. So at that time, right, this system-defined format will work as well as you need to create your own format to format your data. So you will understand. I will give you the example. I will write the code here, okay, to make you understand how and what is the requirement of this user-defined format. Actually, what happened whenever we collect the subject detail, okay, means whenever we perform the whenever we perform the analysis and collect the data on the subject, right? Suppose I have the data, right, and I'm writing the data in a table like that, okay, male, okay, and suppose M is M, but I want M to be written as M male, format M to the male. How will I format? Suppose I have the age group, right? So I want to create the format. Okay, I want to create the format. If any subject who would take a line between the range of 30 to 40, right? Sorry, Emmanuel, I didn't get you. Okay, so not a problem. See, so suppose I want to create a group. Okay, I want to create a group like that. Suppose a person would is line would be 30 to 40. That should be in the group one. Okay, like that. I want to create a formula. Then how will I do that? Suppose I am performing the clinical trial on the age of 40 to 50 group of the range, right? So I want to create the format for this. So how will I do that? So let us see. Okay. So what we are going to discuss here, we are going to discuss about the SAS. Okay. After that, I'm going to discuss about the SAS framework, SAS programming process, user-defined format, and what is the advantage of SAS. Now, so what is SAS? So SAS was developed by Dr. James Goodnight at North Carolina State University in 1926. Now it is owned and maintained by the SAS Institute. The intention of identifying this software in 1920 mainly for the agriculture field for the data analysis. Nowadays, it is widely used in clinical, financial, banking, manufacturing, and you can say the customer relationship management. So all the industry know having the tons and tons of data that is generated on the daily basis. So it becomes very difficult to handle the data and analyze the data. So SAS provides you the platform to analyze and manage the data and present the data into a meaningful graphs and reports. Okay, so it is an integrated software suite, okay, that is used for the data analytics, business intelligence, predictive analytics, and the data management. And it is developed by the SAS Institute and it provides you the graphical point and click user interface by the new user. Okay. So for SAS, right, so SAS is the fourth generation language that can easily run on all the operating system like you can say Windows, Linux, and Unix. So how does this SAS work? Okay. How does this SAS work? So this is your SAS framework. So first we access the data. Okay. First, we access the data. What does access data means? So access data means that allow you to access the data in any desired format that we want. And we can access data that is stored anywhere, whether it is in our system or the data is stored in another database system like Oracle and Teradata. So you you can also access here the Excel files, CSV file, and it helps you to access the data in a very easy manner. Okay. Coming to manage the data, what does manage data means? So manage the data means SAS help you to manipulate the data and it allows you to format your data into the SAS environment. And you can create and delete the variable here. Okay, if you want to manipulate your data. So if you want to manipulate your data, so you can if you want to create the new variable with the help of the assignment segment or conditionally also, so you can do that here and you can use here the operator to evaluate the data value also and it helps you to separate the data and perform the conditional processing also. And if we want to merge the two different data sources, okay, and so you can do it here, okay. And it also helps you to create, retry, and update the different database information. Now, next we have analyze the data, okay. So after the managing process, we will analyze the data to perform the simple evaluation. This is provide you the powerful data analysis tool. Okay, so we can produce the table, frequency count, and the cross tabulation of the data. Even though if you want to create the variety of the chart and graph, okay, so you can do it. So it provides you all the statistical algorithm, including mean, sum, variance, and the standard deviation. Okay, so you can do it here, and you can find all these summary statistics, and you can analyze the data. Next, we have the last, we have the present data. So present data means that help you to present the data in the different form of the list, graphics, and reports and summary. And it also helps you to present the result of the analysis in the significant report in the multiple formats such as HTML, that is your hypertext markup language, RTF, that is your rich text format. Okay, so RTF, that's nothing, it is a word file. Okay, and even though you can present your report into the PDF format also. Okay, now let me clear this. And those who have joined this session, okay, I'm sending you the link in the chat box. Okay, so everyone please fill this form. Okay, Emmanuel, right? You can fill this form. Okay, uh, I'm getting message from you, so you can fill this form. Okay, fine. Now, so as I discussed right now, this is the SAS programming process, right? So first, what we do here, first we access the data. So in SAS, when I'm talking with respect to the SAS, right? So SAS has categorized the data into the two ways. One is your unstructured data, one is unstructured data, okay, and another one is your structured data. Okay, so to access the structured data into the SAS, we have here the libname statement. So with the help of the libname statement, okay, we will access the data into the SAS. And if the data is unstructured, okay, if the data is unstructured is what means it is not a tabular data. If you want to access the tabular data, okay, if you want to access the table data, we will go for the linear experiment. Okay, SAS always work on the table data. Okay, so if the data is not the table, how will you access into the SAS? So to access the data which is not present into the table, right? Okay, and we also call it as the unstructured. Fine. So we will use here the proc import. Okay, with the help of the proc import, with the help of the proc import, we will access the unstructured data into the SAS and then we will work on it. So with the help of this proc import, your unstructured data is converted into the structured one. Okay, and then we can work, we can do the analysis, we can explore the data. Now, coming to explore the data. What does explore the data means? To explore the data means, suppose if you want to explore the data, so you can use here the print procedure, or you can say if you want to keep the data, or even though if you want to create the new column, or if you want to explore it, so you can use, we have a different procedure step, like you can say proc print, proc min, proc print, okay, proc invariant. So with the help of that, okay, you can explore the data. Now the next we have the prepare the data. Okay. So if you want to prepare the data, so suppose if you want to substitute the rules, okay, substitute the rule means what? So in SAS, when I'm talking with respect to SAS, okay, suppose this is a table, right? This is a table. So as you know that a table consists of rows and columns, right? It consists of rows and columns. So here, when I'm talking with respect to the SAS, okay, so SAS had the variable and observation, variable and observation. So here the column here the column is called as a variable in SAS and the row is called as observation in SAS. Getting? So this this is your column, right? So in SAS, right, we call it as a variable, okay, and this is your row, right? So we call it as a observation in SAS, and this table is called as a data set. This table is called as a data set in SAS. Fine. Now, after that, how to prepare the data? So yeah, so you can if you want to filter the row, okay. If you want to subtract the row, then we will use the where condition, right? And we will substitute it. If you want to substitute the column, you will use the keep and drop statement, and you will do that. After that, analyze and report on the data. So if you want to analyze and report on the data, okay. So you can use here the different PROC means and PROC univariate and PROC frict, okay, to analyze. And if you want to create the report, okay, so you can create the report through that. And after that, if you want to export that report into the HTML Word file, okay, so you can export your data even in the PPT form also. So you can export your result report into a different destination. Now, coming to the user-defined format, okay. So as I told you in the beginning, what is the if you already have the SAS format, okay, then what is the requirement of this user-defined format? So this user-defined format help you to create your own format. Okay, the user-defined format help you to create your own custom format. So you can create your own custom format. Okay, and after creating the custom format, you can map your data value into the data label. How to do that? Let us see. So for that, we have the syntax. And what is syntax? The syntax is proc format semicolon, proc format semicolon. After that, value, okay, value. You will write here the format name, okay, and you will write here the range, or even though you can write here the value, okay, value or range one, and you will write the label here, okay. So this value statement, right? So this value statements help you to okay. Now suppose if you want to create the format, okay. If you want to create the format, so you will use here the value statement, okay. So there is some rules and regulation also to create it. So what are the rules? So to create the format procedure, okay, to create the format procedure. So here the name of the format that we are creating here, the format name you are writing here, consider format name. Okay, so there is some rules for writing this format name. So it when you are writing the format name, right? So the name cannot be more than the 32 character. Okay, cannot be more than, it could be less than or equal to the 32 character. Okay, and for the character format, whenever you are changing the character format, right? You will use the dollar sign. Okay, whenever you are getting the character format, you will use the dollar sign to create the to create the character format. Okay. Now, and when you are creating the format name, right? Your format name cannot start with the number. When you are creating the format name, your format name should not start with the number, right? And it may contain the letter or an underscore. Okay. Now, and also this format name, when you are creating the format name, your format name also it cannot end with the number. Suppose I am creating the format like height. Okay, I am creating one height format and I am writing height 9. Okay, so this format name it cannot end with a number. And whenever you are creating the format name, okay, it doesn't need the end with the period with the value statement. Means you cannot write it here the period while creating the but while applying the format, okay, you will use here the period. Okay, so while creating the format, never use the period here. Getting? Now let us see how to create the format and then we will stop. So let us go and try the code. Let me clear this. I think my screen is visible to you, right? Hmm. Okay. Now, so what is syntax? Okay, what is syntax for creating the format? So the syntax for creating the format is you will write here the syntax. Okay, what is the syntax? So the syntax is you will write here the PROC format. Okay, if you want to add some option, so you can add the option here. After that, the value statement. Okay, so you will write here the value statement. So to create the user-defined format, right? We will use here the value statement in the proc format. If you are creating the user-defined in format, right? So you will use the in value statement. Okay, you will write here the in value here. In place of value, you will write the in value. Fine. Okay, to create the user-defined format, we will use here the value statement. And if you are creating here the see whatever I am writing it into the angular bracket, that is the optional. Okay, as per the requirement you can use it. So if you are creating here the character format, so you have to use here the dollar. Okay, dollar symbol, and you will write here the format name. I'm writing here the something name. So you have to after the dollar, you have to write here the format name if you are creating the character format. Now, after that, you will write here the range or character. Okay, and we will add the label to that. Now, so like that, you can create, you can write it here the range of character is equal to label. So like that, you can add it, and in the last, we will write the run. Okay, and run. And even though, right, you can use the more than one value statement. Okay. Suppose I want to create one more format. Okay. With the different format name. What will I do that? Again, I will write here the value statement and I will write it here. I will write here the value statement and you can create the multiple formats here. Okay. Fine. Okay. Now, now how to create the character format. Okay, suppose I am writing here the PROC format, data PROC format, semicolon, and I am writing in the value statement, value, and I am creating here the character format. So I am using here the dollar symbol, and the name of the format is gem. Okay, gender. Suppose if it is finding male, okay, if it is finding the male, then write it as a male. Now, if suppose it would be female, yes, that is, then format it to the female. Okay, semicolon and run. Now execute this. Execute this, and when you will execute this, right, a format is created with the name of gen. And when you go to the log, right, you will find it here that the format gen has been outputted. Okay. Now, how will I apply this format? Suppose if right now I have created here the character format, right? Okay. So this is the way to create the character format. So this is your character format. Fine. Now, suppose I want to create the numeric format here. How will I do that? So let me write it here. That is, I'm creating the numeric format. Numeric format. Now, so I will write here proc format. Okay, and value. So you will write the value statement here. Value. Now, if you are creating the numeric format, okay, so never use the dollar symbol. Okay, I will directly write here the format name. So I will write here the category. Okay, category. And suppose if my MSRP, okay, if my MSRP are lying between 0 to you can say 20,000, then I want to label it as, okay, I want to label it as low pricing. How to apply that format, I will also show you. If my MSRP, okay, are lying between your 20,000 to 50,000, 20,000 to 50,000, then label it as medium pricing. Okay. Now, if my MSRP value are lying between your 50,000 to 1 lakh, then label it as high pricing. Okay. high pricing, semicolon, and run. Execute this. And okay, when you will go to the log and you will see that format category has been outputted. Now, suppose if you want to see the format that I have created here, okay, I have created these two formats. Okay, one is character format and another one is numeric format. So to check it, okay, you will write here the proc format, and you will use here the fmt lib, okay, fmt lib, and run. So what is this fmt lib? Okay, what you do here, type here fmt lib, and see that fmt lib is going to print the information about all the format and the format, the catalog that is specified in the library equal to option. So when you will write the fmt lib option, this fmt lib will print out all the formats that are stored into your specific library. Okay, and by default, here I have not added any library equal to. So by default, it is going to read all the formats from the work library. Now execute this, and when you will execute this, right, see that I have created here the two format, and have a look. And what is the format name? The format name is category. Okay, and another format name is $gen. So this is your character format, and this is your numeric format. And you can see that the length 14, right? Number of the value is 3, while 3, that is 1, 2, 3, right? And the minimum length is 1 and the maximum length is 14. Okay, fine. So this length, right? This maximum length is divided by this length of the label. So when you will count this medium pricing, right? Okay, so default, you can see that maximum length is 14, and look at the default length. The default length is 14, right? Default length is 14. So when you will count the number of character of your medium pricing, you will get here the 14. Okay, so your default length changes, but minimum length and the maximum length is fixed here. Okay, now after that, you can see that what is my start value. So start value is 0 and the label. And so if my MSRP value are lying between 0 to 20,000, then it is label it as a low pricing. If it is lying between 20,000 to 50,000, then label it as medium pricing. Okay. Now, if it is lying between 50,000 to 1 lakh, right? Then label it as a high pricing. In the same way, you can see that for the character format also, that is gender, that is gen. This is the character format, and you can see that the length is 6, right? And you can see that the default length. So here the default length is 6. Why the default length is 6? So it is this default length is based on the label. So when you will count the female, right, you will get here 6 characters. So the default length is 6. Now, how will you apply it? So I have one class data here. Okay, I think you are already familiar. So let me show you data underscore one. Okay, check SASL dot class. Okay, format. Let me see. Run. Now execute this. When you will execute this, right? You can see that here we have the uh, class data set that is now the underscore one because I have outputted it. I have created a new table. So you can see that here I have the struct column, right? And this table it consists of 19 rows and 5 columns, which is your name, sex, age, height, and weight. Look at this left column, right? What I want to format this left column. If it is M, okay, then format it to the male. If it is female, right, then format it to the LIs. Sorry, format to the female. Okay, if it is F, then format it to the female. Then how will you do that? So, so I will write here the format. Okay, format. I will write the column name that I want to format. So I will write here the section, that is name of the column name, or you can say variable name, and I will apply the format that I have created here. So for that, what if in the set column, if the value is M, then format it to the male. If the value is female, then format it. If value is F, then format it to the female. So I will apply here the format. So I will write here ampersand, sorry, dollar symbol, and then dot. So see that here I'm applying the format, okay? So I'm using here the period. While creating the format, okay, never use the period, okay, that is dot. So actually in SAS we call this dot as a period. Now, now execute this. Look at the value is sex, right? That is male, that is M, F, 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 M. That is single character is coming, right? Now go to the code and execute this. And now you can see that your value is formatted the first column. See that if it is M, now it is formatted to the male. If it is F, then formatted to the female, right? Now, in the same way, if we want to if you want to shortlist, right? So you can write it here. You can write it here if, or I can write it here. Another one. Suppose I'm writing here the data underscore two system data. So on this data underscore two. So this data steps help you to create the new table. Okay, new data set. So data underscore two. You will write here the set title dot class. Okay. Now, suppose if you want to filter the table, you want only the male candidate. Okay. So I will write here the if. Okay. I'm writing here if sex is equal to male. Okay. It's run. Now execute this, and you can see that you will get only the male candidate. Okay. But but if you will write here the MALE, okay, and see that I have previously I have created here the underscore one table, right? So use that table, read that table, okay? You will write here the underscore one, okay, data underscore two, set underscore one, and write it here the if x is equal to male, run. Execute this, you can see that you are getting here the zero observation, right? Zero row. Write it here the male, capital M. data underscore 2. So I'm reading this, see that set underscore 1, right? So I'm reading this table, the table that I have created here, that is underscore 1 table. Okay, when we will execute this, right? That underscore 1 table I have created here, right? Now I'm reading this table and I'm filtering the row here. Now execute this and see that now we are getting the only the male candidate. But if you write here the male, okay, if you write here the sex equal to male, you will not get, okay, you will get the zero observation. Now I have created the another format that is category, category, okay, and if MSRP value are lying between 0 to 20,000, then label it as a low pricing. 20,000 to 50,000, then label it as a medium pricing. If my MSRP value are lying within your 50,000 to 1 lakh, then label it as a high pricing. Now, so you will write here data underscore 3. Okay, you will write here the set sassel dot cars. Okay, and run. Now execute this. And when you will execute these, right, you will get here the car data set. Okay. Now see that we have one column that is MSRP here. Okay, you can see that we have one MSRP column. This is the numeric column. Okay, and we have the numeric column. Okay, now so when you click on this MSRP, so you can see that label is also MSRP, right? Now I want to apply the format here. I want to apply the user-defined format on this MSRP column. Then how will I do that? I will go there and I will write here the format, okay, and I will write the column name MSRP, and I will write the format name that I will create here. So I will create the format tag end, right? So I will write here PATEG dot, that is period, okay, semicolon. Now execute this. And but before executing this, have a look to the data. See that here my this is a memory one, right? Okay, have a look. So you are getting the 10,280 like that. You are getting all this value. Now when I will execute this code, right? Have a look. Now go to the MSRP column. Now you can see that now your the column is formatted. Okay, whatever the value in that MSRP column is formatted now. You can see that medium pricing, high pricing means the value must be lying between your 50,000 to 1 lakh, right? See that you are getting here. See that low pricing. Why low pricing? Maybe the value are lying between your 0 to take the label 0 to 20,000. If your so this low pricing, so this value are lying between your 0 to 20,000. Okay, that's why you are getting here the low pricing label. So like that you will get it. Now suppose if you so this format actually, right? Suppose I have created that these two format. So these two format, right? So these two format, whenever you are getting the format are going to store into the catalog format, okay? Catalog file. And how will you see that? So you will write here, and as I will sign out this session, right? The format that I have created that will be deleted. As I will sign out the session, the format will be deleted. Suppose if you want to store the format permanently for the future use. Suppose we want to apply that format to the another data. How will you do that? So I will tell you, but before that, I want to show you. Just go to the library. As in the beginning, I told you that whatever the format you are getting, the format is going to store into the catalog file. Go to the library and we will check it. We will check the work library here. We are getting only the table name, that is underscore one, underscore two, underscore three, that we have created here, right? Now, I to check whether to check the what are the file stored in the work library. So I will write here proc contains data is equal to, and you will write here the work, the name of the library that you want to check, work dot, okay, dot underscore all underscore dot node, okay, and done it. So it is going to, and what is proc content do? So this proc content is going to give you a descriptive description about your library. What are the data sets? What are the files available in your work library? Okay, execute this and see that why I'm getting the error here. So let me check it. Proc content. Okay, so it's my bad mistake. So content, okay, system. Proc contents, okay, data equal to work dot underscore all underscore, and here I will not write that is the correct code. Now, so you can see that. So you can see I have created the format, right? And you can see that here I have created the format, and what is the type of that format? That is catalog. Okay, that is the catalog. And what is the extension? Okay, what is the extension of this? So the extension of this is slash 7 B CAT, or whatever the slash data set. Okay, the extension of the slash data set is slash 7 B DAT. So the three table that I data set that I have created, the extension of this data is slash 7 B DAT. Okay, whatever the format that I have created here, I have created the two format. So that two format is stored into this catalog file. That is name of that catalog file is format. And what is the extension? The extension is slash 7b cat. Okay, slash 7b cat. You can also say like that. And it is telling you the time. See that what is the time today? That is 27. Okay, so it is writing the 27th April 2023. And why the time is this like this? So this is the US time. Okay, so actually I am using the US server, so that's why it is giving you the US server time. Now, now, if you want to, if if you want to store the format permanently, how will you do that? So to store the format permanently, you will use here the, and how to do that? Let us do. Okay. So first I will create the library license here with the help of the lib name. I will write here the lib name. Okay, lib name. And suppose I am creating the library license here. That is, I'm writing here ABC. That is the name of the library. And I will copy the path. I will specify the path here. Okay, so I will go there to server files and folder. And I have here the data, and I have this output folder, right? I want to give the path, and I want to create the format here. Okay, I want to. You can see that here already some format dot slash 7 bcat file. I will delete this one. Okay, let me delete that. Is there any another cat file? No, no, not here. Okay, fine. So I will copy this part of and I will paste it below and put a semicolon here. Okay. Now, when I go to the library, okay, you can check it here. There is no any library name ABC here. Okay, there is no any library name ABC. Now, when I will execute this, okay, it is going to create a library name that is ABC. Now, go and check it. A library name ABC is created, right? And whatever the data available in this, whatever the SAS data, okay, available in this output folder that I have referenced here in the path, okay, it will show in class, custom copy, my class one, total underscore donation, total underscore payment, and two. When I will go and check it, same data will be available. See that here, same. Look at this, my class, okay. So all this data is, so this SAS 7 BDAP, this is the SAS data, okay. Only the SAS data will show in your library and it is showing here. Now, after that, you will write here the PROC format, okay. You will write here the PROC format, data is equal to, I will not type one thing because we have a very few minutes left. So I will copy this one, okay. I will copy this and paste it here. Now, so I will write a PROC format and I will write here library equal to, and I will write here the name of the library which I want to create. So right now I have created the ABC library, right? So I will write here the ABC, okay, the name of the library, and I will write here the empty lib. Now execute this, and you can see that only one format is stored in my test library, and go and check it server files and folder, and you will find one format here. See that format dot SAS 7bcat. Okay, just now I have created it. Suppose if you want to apply this format, okay, so how will you do that? So you write here option fmt search, fmt search, and we will write here the name of the library in which you have stored the format. So I will write the name of the library here, that is text semicolon. Suppose I am not writing this. Suppose I am not writing this. Okay. Let me delete this part. Then you will understand. So write it here the data underscore 4. Okay. And I'm writing here the set shashel dot cars. Okay. And run. But before that, what will I have to do that? Let me just save the program. So that suppose I'm saving it with the name of event and save it here. Done. Now let me reset the first session. So whatever the format that I have created earlier, okay, that format will be deleted from the work library. Done. But the format that I have created in the created permanently, that is stored in the output folder, that will be available here. See that this format is available here. Now go and execute this, and when you will execute this, you will not get the format here. You can see that you are not getting the format. There is no any format stored into the work library. Okay, now let me write here the format. Okay, and I will write here the MSRP, the name of the column, MSRP, and I will write the format name. So what is the format? That is category. Category dot to apply the format and semicolon. Now execute this. And when you will execute it, right, check the MSRP. See that the format is not applied here. Why is it so? Why the format is not applied? Go to the log. You can see that we are getting here the error like that. See, the format category was not found or could not be loaded. So I need to tell SAS that where that format is stored. So I will write it here, the option FMP search. So I'm telling the SAS, okay, go and search the format into the ABC library. Okay, but before that, I have to execute this. Okay, fine. Now go and check it into the ABC library and submit. Now execute this, and when you will execute this, go and check the MSRP. Now you can see that here the whatever the value in this MSRP column, now it is labeled, it is formatted. Getting so this is all about the today's session. So how was the session, everyone? And those who have not filled the form, so please fill this form. Once again, I am sending in the chat box. So let me stop the recording. And before that, so this is our office in Bangalore. So Sankana Consultancy Service, right, having the two offices in the Bangalore. The head office of Sankana Consultancy Service is in your Kamnahalli, Bangalore, and this is the contact number. And the branch office of Sankana Consultancy Service in the Bangalore is SSR layout. Okay, and these are the contact number. And we have another branch in the Bihar. Okay, and they belong to the Bihar. And these are the contact numbers. So you can contact at this number for any technical or non-technical query. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining this session and giving your precious time to this session.